In a little village, there was a kind and loving sister. Her name was Maureen. Maureen could not see with her eyes, but she had a special gift. She could see with her heart and mind. This was a magical power. Maureen could see things that others could not. She could see where lost things were. She could see when someone was sad. She could even see the future. The people in the village loved Maureen very much. They knew she was special. They would come to her for help. If a child lost a toy, Maureen would tell them where to find it. If someone was sick, Maureen would know how to make them better. One day, the village had a big problem. There was no rain and the crops were dying. The people were worried. They went to Maureen and asked for her help. Maureen sat quietly and closed her eyes. She saw with her magical heart and mind. She saw the rain far away. She knew it could come to the village. Maureen told the villagers to gather and sing a special song. She told them to sing with love and hope. Please subscribe to the channel for more captivating and interactive African reality stories. The villagers did as Maureen said. They sang the special song together. They sang with all their hearts. Soon dark clouds filled the sky. The wind blew softly. Then it began to rain. The villagers danced and laughed in the rain. They were so happy. Maureen's magic had saved the village. The crops grew tall and green again. The people were thankful. They loved Maureen even more. Every day, Maureen used her magical powers to help the village. She made sure everyone was happy and safe. The villagers always listened to her and respected her. They knew that even though Maureen could not see with her eyes, she saw the world in a very special way. And so the village thrived. The people lived in peace and harmony, always guided by the wisdom and magic of their beloved blind sister, Maureen. One Sunday morning, a traveler came to the village. His name was Kofi. Kofi had heard about Maureen and her magical powers. He wanted to see if the stories were true. He had a problem and hoped Maureen could help him. Kofi found Maureen sitting under a big tree, humming a gentle tune. He walked up to her and said, "Hello, Maureen. My name is Kofi. I have come from far away to see you." Maureen smiled and said, "Hello, Kofi. How can I help you?" Kofi looked sad. He said, "I have lost something very special. It is a little silver locket that belonged to my mother. I have searched everywhere, but I cannot find it. Can you help me, Maureen?" Maureen closed her eyes and took a deep breath. She saw with her magical heart and mind. She saw a picture of a river and a big rock. She saw the silver locket shining under the water. Maureen opened her eyes and said, "Kofi, your locket is by the river under a big rock. Go there and you will find it." Kofi was amazed. He thanked Maureen and ran to the river. Just as Maureen had said, he found a big rock. He looked under it and saw the silver locket. Kofi was so happy. He ran back to the village to thank Maureen. "Maureen, you are truly magical," Kofi said with a big smile. "You have helped me find my mother's locket. I will never forget this." Maureen smiled and said, "I am glad I could help, Kofi. Remember to always cherish the things and people you love." Word of Maureen's power spread even more. People from other villages started coming to see her. They brought their problems, big and small, and Maureen always helped them with kindness and wisdom. One evening, as the sun was setting, a group of children came to Maureen. They had heard stories about her magical powers and wanted to hear a story. Maureen loved children, so she sat down with them and began to tell a magical tale. As she spoke, the children listened with wide eyes. Maureen's stories were filled with wonder and magic. She taught them lessons about kindness, bravery, and love. The children felt happy and safe with Maureen. But one night, something strange happened. A thick fog rolled into the village. It was so thick that no one could see anything. The villagers were scared. They had never seen fog like this before. The village elders went to Maureen and asked, "What should we do? We cannot see anything in this fog. We are afraid." Maureen closed her eyes and saw with her magical heart and mind. She saw that the fog was not just any fog. It was magical and needed to be lifted by a special light. Do not worry, Maureen said. We need to light a big bonfire in the center of the village. The light from the fire will chase the fog away. The villagers quickly gathered wood and built a big bonfire. They lit the fire, and its warm, bright light spread through the village. Slowly, the fog began to lift. The villagers could see again, and they cheered and hugged each other. Maureen, you have saved us once again, they said. You are our guiding light. And so the village continued to thrive under Maureen's guidance. The people knew they were safe and loved because of their magical blind sister Maureen. She always saw the world in a special way and used her powers to bring happiness and peace to everyone around her. As days turned into weeks, the village continued to flourish. Maureen's reputation for her magical abilities reached even further lands. One day, a wise old woman named Nana arrived in the village. Nana was known for her deep knowledge of herbs and healing. She had heard of Maureen and wanted to meet her. Nana found Maureen in her garden tending to the flowers. Hello, dear Maureen, Nana greeted warmly. I am Nana. I have come to learn from you and to share my own knowledge. Maureen smiled and welcomed Nana. It is an honor to meet you, Nana. Let us share what we know and help our village together. Nana and Maureen became close friends. They worked side by side, combining their knowledge and magic to heal and help the villagers. Nana taught Maureen about different herbs and their healing properties, while Maureen shared her wisdom and magical insights. One day, a terrible storm hit the village. The wind howled, and the rain poured down heavily. Trees were uprooted, and houses were damaged. The villagers were frightened and didn't know what to do. Maureen and Nana quickly sprang into action. Maureen used her magical sight to see the safest places for the villagers to take shelter. Nana gathered herbs and made remedies to help those who were hurt. Together, they guided the villagers through the storm. After the storm passed, the village was in disarray. But the villagers were safe, thanks to Maureen and Nana. The villagers worked together to rebuild their homes and clean up the village. They knew they could always count on Maureen and Nana to lead them through any trouble. One evening, as the village sat around a newly built bonfire, Maureen and Nana told stories. The children listened with wide eyes, and the adults nodded in agreement. The stories were about bravery, kindness, and the power of working together. Maureen noticed a little girl named Adia sitting quietly, looking sad. Maureen gently called her over. What troubles you, little one? Maureen asked. Adia sniffled and said, I miss my puppy. He ran away during the storm, and I can't find him. Maureen closed her eyes and saw with her magical heart and mind. She saw the puppy hiding in a small cave near the edge of the forest. Do not worry, Adia, Maureen said softly. Your puppy is safe. We will find him together. The next morning, Maureen, Nana, and Adia set off to find the puppy. They followed the path Maureen had seen. Soon they heard a faint barking. Adia's eyes lit up with joy as she ran toward the sound. There in the small cave was her puppy, safe and sound. Adia hugged her puppy tightly and thanked Maureen and Nana. Thank you for bringing my puppy back, she exclaimed. Maureen smiled and said, remember, Adia, love and patience can bring back what is lost. The village celebrated Adia's reunion with her puppy. They sang songs and danced around the bonfire, feeling grateful for the love and protection that Maureen and Nana provided. As the night grew darker, the villagers gathered around Maureen and Nana. They felt a deep sense of peace and unity. They knew that as long as they had Maureen's magical sight and Nana's wisdom, they could overcome any challenge. The village thrived, filled with laughter, love, and the magical touch of their blind sister, Maureen, and her wise friend, Nana. They lived happily, always ready to help each other and face the future with hope and courage.